there will be a BTS burger.
There's going to be a significant asteroid that will be coming very close to Earth
next week.
The Queen will die.
Buckingham Palace announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Doja Cat is going to fight someone.
It's just that he's like a very dumb kid.
And a famous TikToker is going to wind up in jail.
Andrew Tate facing legal trouble in Romania.
I predict a lot of things that come true somehow. But after the Queen died on my birthday, after I predicted it for 2022, I sat down and made some new predictions for the rest of the year and 2023. And a bunch of stuff already came true! Let's take a look. First up, I said that I'm predicting that a famous TikToker is going to wind up in jail. And I'm not gonna say who, and I'm not gonna say for what, and I don't want you to say, hey Ben, it kind of sounds like you have information on something. And in a first for my predictions, this came true twice. You may remember earlier this year, Nikita Dragun, one of the most famous TikTokers, I guess, went to jail. Sis sprayed a police officer and was acting in a, quote, highly disorderly fashion. However, this story took a sad turn because she was sent to a men's holding area in the jail when she's a woman. So it was a very scary situation, but she's free now doing... I don't know what she does, but it didn't end there. Last night, literally last night, Andrew Tate, who arguably was one of the biggest, loudest figures on TikTok in 2022, was arrested for human trafficking. And that's not even the craziest part. That's not even the most monkey nut, poopy butt part of this whole situation. Greta Thunberg was the one that got him clocked. Let me break this down for you in 1 minute. A few days ago, the hard-boiled egg named Andrew Tate rolled out of the carton in the fridge and decided to say, hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a... What do any of those numbers mean? This is just a start. Please send your email address so I can send an accurate list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions. To which Greta Thunberg replied, please do enlighten me. Email me at smiledickenergy@getalife.com. And of course, him being a pathetic little piss baby, he replied again. He basically tried to clap back by saying, oh wait, your email address is I have a small penis. You have a penis? Laugh, please! But you see, the Romanian anti-terrorism police have been looking for him for a while, and all they needed was proof that he was in the country. So when his dumbass pulled out these pizza boxes, and the police saw, oh, Jerry's Pizza only exists in Romania, they got his ass. All because a 19-year-old named Greta Thunberg made one tweet. It's too f***ing good! Moving on to the next prediction. As y'all know, Will Smith hit Chris Rock at the Oscars. Like y'all know. So I predicted that Will Smith will get an acting role and have his return to acting. But people are going to boycott it. They're not gonna like it. They'll be like,
He hit Chris Rock, gave him a little slap.
and he did come back to acting. He starred in this new movie called Emancipation. But not only did people boycott the movie because of his actions, the movie ended up getting 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's not where the flop ends. The flop still flops. The flop is still floppity flopping. It cost $120 million to make this movie, and in the box office, it made $40,000. Yikes. I kind of regret predicting this. I'm on his side. I feel like we should be able to smack the out of people more often, actually. A lot of people don't want to smack. Anyways, next I said that there will be an assassination attempt on Vladimir Putin. Someone, a real G, is gonna be like... Now this like kind of came true. The Russian government basically keeps claiming that the US is constantly trying to decapitate Vladimir Putin, but this is the Russian government, okay? The only thing more full of shit than the Russian government is my toilet 10 minutes after eating Taco Bell. So, take it with a little grain of salt. Next, I said that Emma Chamberlain will once again go on a YouTube hiatus, and it's been 2.5 months, Emma. Emma, where you at? Probably eating like a croissant in like a $4,000 hotel room, so. And next, I said that one of Elon Musk's projects is going to go horribly wrong, and it will end up resulting in lots of deaths. And what happened? About Twitter. for like $40 billion. It went to absolute shit. There was an influx of hate speech. He like reinstated Donald Trump's Twitter account, which was banned because he literally caused an insurrection on the country of the United States. He fired hundreds of employees. That's like more than half of Twitter. And then a bunch of the remaining ones just quit. They just peaced out. They're like, "Caw-caw!" That's the sound I imagine Twitter employees making when they leave Twitter. Get it? Because it's a bird. Now, as far as I know, no one died from him buying Twitter except for my brain cells, because being on Twitter since age 13 is the sole reason why I am this brain dead. Now, I want to bring your attention to something. When I predicted that a famous TikToker would go to jail, and I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say for what, and I don't want you to say, hey, Ben, it kind of sounds like you have information on something. I had someone very specific in mind, and it wasn't the two people that did go to jail. It wasn't Andrew Tate, and it wasn't Nikita Dragon. It was someone completely different. And it's not my place to say who it is, but there is a certain TikToker who not only deserves jail, but prison. And that's not a prediction. That's a manifestation for 2023. Now, all of those things happened in less than 3 months. So I'm going to refill the cup of predictions that is now empty because half of them came true. All right, let's go. Starbucks will start serving boba. You will be able to add boba to whatever Frappuccino drinks you want and make a delicious boba tea. And they will make $1 bajillion from it. Next up, Logan Paul will be sued for millions of dollars. He's already in a giant scandal about some NFT I hear the words NFT, my brain shuts the off. So I don't know what happened, but I'm sure he's gonna get sued. But speaking of NFTs, major countries are gonna start banning the sale and ownership of NFTs. Because literally, shut the up about it. If I was Joe Biden, they would be gone. Next up, a prominent member of a K-pop group is going to die. If this comes true, I'm dead. So let's continue. Minions: Rise of Gru will be nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Picture. And it'll win, because it was so good. It was so good. Suit trend aside, which I participated in, it was good. Next up, Elon Musk is gonna fully sell Twitter. I think he's realizing that the app is a flaming dumpster fire, so he's going to dump it in another dumpster. My next prediction is people are going to boycott Chipotle. Something is going to go wrong in the Chipotle culture, and people are going to be sick of it. They should have boycotted it when everyone got E. coli, but we'll move on from that. A major clothing company, I'm predicting H&M or Gap, is going to have a Balenciaga type scandal. I'm not going to get into what they did. I'm sure you've seen, or you can look it up, but people are going to freak out and stop buying clothes from there, which you should do anyways, because it's fast fashion, and if you want to kill the planet, go ahead. But TikTok will get banned, and it's gonna come out that Facebook and other competing platforms will have paid a ton of money to campaign through propaganda and other means that it needs to get taken down. However, I don't think it'll be for long. I think it'll get put right back up, or they'll sell it to a US company. I don't know. A Gen Z politician will run for some sort of elected official position and win, but it'll be as a joke, and then they won't know what to do. Addison Rae is gonna start music, and it is going to be a hit. People are gonna love the Addison Rae songs. The Ohio joke is gonna go too far. Some idiot is going to do something that'll cause lots of casualties, and it'll be because they were like,
Only in Ohio.
and then like drive a fucking monster car into like a nursing home or some shit. The city of Manila in the Philippines will have a giant earthquake. It'll be very bad, and it'll take lots and lots of time and money to repair. Kanye West will be placed on a no-fly list and will not be able to leave the country. An actor in the movie The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes will die. There will be a new season of Black Mirror, but some company will take one of the episodes too literally and make a product. You remember the episode where there was like a little doll that was like dancing? They're gonna do that, but with something that should not be replicated in the real world, and it will kill people. Jenna Ortega will admit that the show Wednesday is terrible.
Howdy, Rumi. Wednesday.
And my final prediction: Trump will flee the country. But we're not done, baby! I have some rapid fire ins and outs. Things that I think will be in next year and things that I think will be out. iPads, out. Cynicism, out. The anime Chainsaw Man, in. The city of New York, out. Interviewing random strangers in public TikToks, out. Nintendo Switch is out. Amazon, out. Eating insects for protein, in. The Snapchat Discover page, out and out and out again. Getting a Motorola flip phone instead of an iPhone, in. American airports, out. Gym and fitness content, shut the fuck up, out. And seed oils, out. And finally, my podcast Drama Mama, where I will be giving New Year's resolutions. In! It's been in, baby! And my final prediction: this will be the best year of your life. I love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye!
She's right.